I'm Jeff Osterhaus, Technical Seed Agronomist for Cropland. Today I'm going to walk you into a field of soybeans in southern Wisconsin to show you a disease that could potentially be robbing some yield from you this fall. So let's take a walk. And as you see, we're coming through the sprayer track in this field. It's the 5th of August. These beans are waist high or a little taller. We've got tremendous yield potential out here. But the disease that I found the other day while scouting typically shows its ugly little head this time of the year, but infection takes place much earlier in the season, actually right after planting up through early emergence. That disease is soybean sudden death. So what does soybean sudden death syndrome look like in the field? Well, here's a plant showing leaf symptomologies right here. You see we've got the gold, yellow, brown discoloration between the veins of the leaves. I've got a few plants picked here laying out on the board to show clean, healthy plant, no leaf symptoms. We've got early symptomology of the upper leaves of the canopy here. And we also have a plant with much more pronounced leaf symptomologies, and that classic brown, orange, yellow interveinally on the leaves. But there's one other disease that has the exact same leaf symptomology, and that's brown stem rot of soybeans. So to determine whether you've got sudden death syndrome or brown stem, get out your knife, split some stems, and look to see where the discoloration is occurring. Now if we look at the healthy plant, we can see white healthy tissue both on the outer stem material as well as the inner pith. The plant showing mild symptoms has a clean, healthy pith, but we do start to see some light brown discoloration to that outer stem rind. And as we look at the plant with more pronounced symptomologies, we do have more of a brown discoloration to the outer stem as well as a clean, healthy pith. Now if you were looking at brown stem rot, the inner pith would be brown, but the outer stem would be clean and healthy. Now, as I mentioned, the infection of sudden death syndrome in soybeans takes place much earlier in the season, after planting up until early emergence, when weather and soil conditions have to be favorable for the pathogen to infect the plant. So the best way to control this would be to use a soybean seed treatment like Levo or Saltro, which are both labeled for control of soybean sudden death syndrome. The other thing to consider is where do you typically find it in your soybean fields? Usually it's on heavily compacted areas like headlands. In this field we're finding it along sprayer tracks, and you may also find it in some wetter areas where you tend to have extended periods of soil moisture after planting prior to emergence. So that's one of the pathogens, one of the diseases that we find out in soybean fields that could be showing up this time of the year, robbing yield potential from your field. Thank you.